Hello everyone, this is Ashley Lucas with ACMS team over at State Hearings, and this video is to show county users and responsible agency users how to assign a hearing representative to their appeals in ACMS. Okay, first when you sign on to ACMS, you're going to see your home screen that looks like this, and there's really two different ways that you can assign a hearing rep. The first place you're going to look to assign hearing reps is in these queues down at the bottom of the screen. Under the queues menu, there's a queue called Cases Without Hearing Rep. These are all the brand new cases that are in your county and the ones that have just been online. So if you see a case in here, that means there is a hearing rep that needs to be assigned to this case. So you can do it from here, and all you need to do is click on the case where you're going to assign a hearing rep, and this is automatically going to take you to a blank contact page on the Contact tab. What you're going to do is decide what kind of hearing rep you're going to assign. There's three different kinds you can do. You can do a primary hearing representative, you can do a backup hearing representative, or you can do an other hearing representative. Every case should have a primary hearing representative at minimum. Secondary is a backup or other hearing representative. So click on the type of hearing representative you want to add to the case. Click on the drop down, and it's probably going to just be your agency. So highlight your agency. Today I'm El Dorado County. And then the next drop down that says user is going to list all the different El Dorado County hearing representatives that are in ACMS. So I'm going to pick this person to be my hearing representative for this case. Next thing you want to do, these are all three required fields. They need to have this little red R indicates that there should be some sort of entry into these fields. The next thing you're going to want to do is put in this hearing representative's preferred method of contact. 99.9% of the time that's going to be email address, because I don't think anybody wants to get postal mail these days. The system, because we use the hearing representative's primary email address, that's going to automatically be populated in the required field. And then you're going to see a couple of other fields here that you might want to fill in. The first one that's required is the hearing representative's phone number. So this is the number that the judge is going to call to do the hearing. So there should always be something in here, and you can update this number whenever you need to. I know a lot of agencies, their hearing representatives go into a conference room or a quiet room of some sort, and they are not quite sure yet which room they're going to be using for the hearing. So just put in a dummy number, and then the day before or the morning of, you can update this phone number. So the judge will know which number to call to get a hold of you. Now, the other field I want to point out is this personal phone number. That's not your personal phone number. That's more like your desk phone number. So you can optionally put your desk phone number in there. And that way, if somebody needs to ask you a question about the case or something, maybe they can give you a call. I think a lot of folks, though, they use email for their communication. So, and since you've indicated that email is your preferred contact method, you know, that's why this field right here is optional. It's not a required field. But you can put that in there if you like. Once you've got all the fields populated that you need to, then just hit that Save button. And it's going to take you back to the Contact tab, and you're going to see that the primary hearing representative that you've chosen is listed here on the list. Other things you might see on this list are beneficiaries or authorized representatives. They'll all be listed here. So the Contact tab represents the different people that are on a case. Now let's talk about another way that you can assign a hearing rep to a case, and that is if you know the case number, then you can go ahead and do a search for that case number, and then search the case, and you're going to click on that, your search results. And let's double check. Let's slide down to the hearing representative, and this is blank, so I know I'm going to need to assign a hearing rep to this case. You'll go to the Contact tab. You can just hover and click on New Contact, or you can click on Contact tab and hit that plus new button. And then it's just like you did in the previous method. So you're going to select either primary, backup, or other hearing representative, pick your organization, pick the person, fill out the phone number, and then if you like, email address or postal mail, but again, nobody likes to get things via postal mail. And then you can hit save. And you're going to be able to see again the listing. So those are the two different ways that you can assign a hearing rep to your case. It's pretty easy. Let me explain a little bit something about this cases without a hearing rep queue. So once a case gets online into ACMS, State Hearings is going to review that case, make sure everything looks hunky-dory, and then you're going to get assigned a task called Assign a Hearing Rep. So let's take a look just at random, pull one of these cases up, and I'm going to look into the Task tab, and you're going to see this open task called Assign a Hearing Rep for El Dorado County. This task is what puts it into that queue that you see on the home page, this one. So let's say you have a case that is on this queue, but you already assigned a hearing rep. Let's try doing that. Let me go to this one, and there's an authorized rep, so let's assign a hearing rep to this case. Same as we always do. So now we have a hearing rep on this case. Let's go to that Task tab, and let's see it automatically closes the Assign Hearing Rep task. So this is case number 11224. Let's go to the home page and take a look at the queue. 11224 is not on the list. Let's do a search, 11224, and it's not in that list. That's because we already have a hearing rep assigned to that. So hopefully that explains a little bit on how to assign a hearing representative. Some other things you might want to know is once the case gets scheduled, the primary hearing rep will have a task in their My Assigned Tasks to write the SOP for that case. And you can also find those cases that need an SOP written right here on this SOP needed queue. I'm full up on my SOPs, so I don't need to write any. Let's see if I have any tasks. I don't. And as far as notifications go, all the notifications will go to the primary, backup, and other hearing representatives. The only one they don't get is the SOP needed. The SOP, submit SOP task only goes to the primary hearing rep. The backup hearing rep and the other hearing rep does not get that task or that notification. If you have any questions regarding this tutorial on how to assign a hearing rep to a case, please send your questions to acms@dss.ca.gov, and we'll be happy to answer that for you. Again, this is Ashley Lucas with State Hearings, the ACMS team, and thank you for watching this video.